about you a little bit. Tell me, what's your background, where you're from, that sort of thing.
Well, I'm Cuban, born and
Okay.
kind of raised. I lived there till I was 7 or 8. So I mean, it was kind of a long time, I guess. 8 years. It's not a lot, but I was there for a while.
Sure.
And then I came straight to Jacksonville, Florida, and I've been here ever since. I mean, I love it here. It's nice. I grew up here, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, about my background, in what way? Like, okay, can you repeat the question? I'm
Well,
really nervous.
no.
Sorry.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, don't be nervous. We're just gonna have a conversation. And I guess
Okay.
maybe so you moved to Florida.
Yeah.
And what how did your life change moving from Cuba to Florida?
Well, it was a lot of work, honestly, because ever since I got here, I've pretty much been working because it's a whole culture shock, like you're coming from somewhere where you got nothing and then you come to another country and you have everything, but you have to work so hard for it, which
Yeah.
over there you don't really have to do that much. Like, it's really different. It's different. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. No, go ahead.
oh no, keep going. Sorry.
Well, I guess so. In Cuba, do you mean like you had access to more things,
Well,
or
no. In Cuba, we had nothing, honestly. Like, we didn't really have
yeah,
access to anything, but since you don't really need to work, I guess,
yeah,
it's like, it's weird over there. Like, you have to figure things out in order to survive, I guess.
yeah?
Yeah.
So when you moved to Jacksonville, what kind of work did you start doing?
Well, I was 8 years old, and
Yeah,
like my dad, he worked in a hotel from like 6 in the morning all the way to 4 in the afternoon, like cleaning. So he would be cleaning all day, and then at nights we, like, all of us, we would go to offices, and like I would help them out, because like he was really tired, and then he was trying to support a family of 6 all by his own. So like we would all just go and we would help him out cleaning at night and stuff. Like, I would go clean bathrooms with them,
yeah.
vacuum carpets, things like that. Like, I've been doing it ever since. Like,
Yeah.
I just loved helping them on my life.
What would you like? What were the challenges with growing up in Jacksonville? Like, what were some of the bigger challenges you faced?
Well, I've had a lot, honestly. Like, when we first got here, like, all the hard work, because we got here in the middle of the recession. It was back in 2008.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, we had to work really hard for everything. My dad was trying to support 6 of us, 2 elderly, which couldn't work, and then 2
Right.
kids, which couldn't work either. So, and then my mom was trying to raise us and do all these things. I mean, and then my sister, like, a year after living here, she got lupus. So
Oh
like,
wow.
that was really hard for all of us. Like, for a long time, we would have to take her to a hospital for months at a time. I mean, it was challenging. Like, she almost passed away a couple
Mm.
times. Yeah, it was really hard for us. And I mean, everything ever since, it's all been hard work. I mean, that's pretty much my whole family. Like, we just work
Yeah.
hard, try to make it.
So
Yeah.
when you saw, how did you find out about this program and the scholarships?
Okay. So, well, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I dropped out of high school.
Okay.
So, like, when I was 16 no, I was 17. Like, I had just turned 17. I dropped out and started working in restaurants. And then a few months ago, like, I had just turned 22, and I was
Mhm.
there just laying down on Instagram. I was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. And all of a sudden, I see an ad for it, and it said, the Aarón Sánchez scholarship, it was extended. Like, the scholarship,
Okay.
it was extended. So I was like, whoa, I like cooking. I've been doing it for a long time. This crazy. Like, it came out of nowhere because I was just thinking about it. So like,
Yeah.
the ad came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh shoot, let me try it. So I went, got my GED, everything for a scholarship, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you applied, and what, like when you got the call, how did it
What
feel?
like I was
When you
shaking.
found out?
Yeah, I was shaking. I was shaking. Like the day that they find, because like we did interviews and like all these things, and I mean, I didn't know that I was selected yet. Like I knew like the interviews were important because they had to meet us and all that. But when they actually called me, when Miss Jennifer called me, oh man, I was like in a parking lot, just freaking out the whole time. Like I didn't even know what to say, because like right now I'm still freaking out because I still don't believe it.
Right,
Like
right.
this, like 3 months ago, I was still dropped out. Like my life changed in 3 months completely. Yeah.
And describe that, like define that. What do you mean it's changed?
Well, I didn't really see any future for me. Like
Okay.
I got goals and I have plans and all that, but I didn't really see a way to get to them except just working and hoping to get lucky one day.
Yeah.
And then this happened. So like my life's changed completely.
It is kind of an amazing feeling, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
to like realize that everything you thought about is actually possible.
Yeah. Like, and right now, like with this opportunity, I'm not really trying to waste any time. Like
Yeah.
this, like my one shot right now, and I don't
Yeah.
want to mess it up. Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to in the program?
Honestly, the mentorship, because the culinary school thing, I mean, that's great because I always wanted to do it. Like I just could never afford something like that. But all the mentorship that I'll be able to get and everyone that I'm going to be learning from, that's really good for me. That's how I usually learn anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And I'm excited about like meeting everybody. Like I already talked to Juan. He's one of the other
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the other recipients. And like we got a lot in common, so it's cool. Like it's cool that I get to meet people like-minded.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then what do you so what are your dreams then for after the program? Like what do you want to do?
Well, honestly, I want to keep learning. I want to keep going around, learning from as much people as I can, and then eventually, I want my own restaurant or
Okay.
a couple restaurants, honestly. And eventually, when I get older, I want to be able to help other people,
Yeah.
like because there's a lot of people out there that I've met that they really needed that mentorship, that guidance, and I want to be able to do that for other people, like young people on the streets and all these places. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
I mean, because
No.
like for 6 years, pretty much that's what I was doing. I was like out there, not doing anything with my life. I was just working, going out, doing things I shouldn't be. And
Yeah.
now I'll be able to help people that are lost like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you scared, nervous, excited about New York City? Like what's the biggest thing right now that you're looking forward to there?
Well, first I'm in shock because I still don't believe it. Yeah, like
Right.
I still like until I'm on the plane, like going that way, I don't know, I still don't believe it. And
Yeah.
then I'm nervous, honestly. Like I'm not trying to waste any time. So like I know that I'm gonna do my whole school, I'm gonna do everything, but it's like a new city for me. I've never been there. I don't know what it's like. I'm from the
Yeah.
South, so like
Right.
I'm not used to all those people. Like I'm used to being surrounded by trees and animals and all this.
Yeah.
So like everything's really new for me. Like everything's really new. So I'm
Yeah.
really nervous.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Well, I mean, I mean, I guess the good thing is you'll have three other people to
Mhm.
share that with, right? Like that could be pretty cool.
Yeah, and then like I get to relate to something. At least one, he's from Nebraska, so he hasn't even been to a big city either. So like
Right.
at least I have. He's like my best friend right now. On like we always talk through Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so I'll have someone up there at least.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Odie, this is amazing. So I think what we're going to do is check in,
Okay.
every few weeks with you, all of you, and just keep seeing how things are going. But this is an awesome conversation. Tell everybody your whole name. Give me your full name.
Odiley Torres Molina.
Perfect.
Yeah,
All right. And you go by Odie.
Odie.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
Well, hey man, thank you. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to catch up in a few weeks and
Okay.
see how things are going. So yeah, we'll be talking a lot. But yeah, good luck, man. 1 week.
I
You got
appreciate
this.
it, man. Thank you.
Always. All right. Talk soon.
Much love, man. Bye.